Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your career reading. We're going to tap into your past, present, future energies when it comes to your professional life. And most importantly, we're going to take a look at how you can take charge of your career, how you can get the reins of your career back into your own hand, because that's what living life fully is all about, right? We don't just let life happen to us, we make it happen. So let's start by pulling you three cards, one for past, one for present, one for future. What's happening in Sagittarius's professional energies? Please show us, my spirit team. In the past, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. In the present energies, you've got the Two of Wands. And in the future, you've got the beautiful Queen of Wands. I love that. That is your energy, Sagittarian energy. So you're showing up in your reading pretty strong. Bottom of the deck, you've got the Four of Wands. I feel like a lot of you are making some big decisions or contemplating some big moves in your career. You're at a bit of a crossroads right now. That's what I see on the cards. Of course, we'll pull out some clarifiers, but just the overview message that I see here is that in the past, you've been putting in the effort with this Knight of Pentacles. You've, charted out a very clear plan for your career. You've taken the steps one step at a time. You've been very methodical in your approach to your career. You've kind of gone by the book. That's the phrase that's coming to my mind right now. But I think it's brought you to a place, it's definitely got you success. It's brought you to where you are today. But now you find yourself at a bit of a turning point and you need to figure out which way you're going next when it comes to work, left or right. Which wand are you going to pick up and what new chapter are you opening up in your life? And this reading and my channel primarily is all about taking back control and you defining what the next step should be in your life, what kind of energy you want to manifest, and then getting guidance from your spirit team through the tarot to help you step into your higher purpose, to help you step into your highest, greatest potential. Because in the future, you are coming into your own energy, Sagittarius, with this beautiful Queen of Wands. So I see you stepping into a career path, a way of work, a job field, a profession that is very you, that feels like home, that feels like you were put on this planet to do this. How exciting. Please do leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me what is it that you're manifesting and what is it that you're actively contemplating when it comes to your career. Let's get you some clarifiers. On the Knight of Pentacles in the recent past, what can you show us? We've got the King of Swords. So this is exactly that kind of energy I was getting. By the book, very methodical, very logical, not letting yourself get swayed by your heart or your emotions. With a clear head. You could also maybe have gotten leadership position in the recent past. It's interesting. I've never noticed this firefly on this card, and suddenly it's really sticking out to me. So I don't know if that's a sign for some of you. Maybe you might see a firefly, or you've been seeing fireflies in the recent past. But I think that some of you have leveled up in your career. You've taken on a new role, or you started a new business. It's giving me the entrepreneurial vibes as well. Let's come to the present energies, right? So Two of Wands. What is this decision that Sagittarius is contemplating? This decision is Two of Swords again. But again, you've got the blindfold on something. You're trying to see clearly on a certain matter as to which way to go. What is the choice between? What is the toss-up between? The Devil, okay. And Five of Swords, okay, we'll get one more, and the Prince of Discs, which is basically the Knight of Pentacles, which is the same energy that we saw in the past. And you've got the Queen of Wands at the bottom of this deck as well. So you're showing up pretty strong in your own reading, Sagittarius. So there's definitely a message for you from your spirit team. So keep watching, stick with me till the end. So what's happening, Sagittarius, is that you find yourself in a bit of conflict, inner conflict, mental conflict about which way to go. So there is one way which is very familiar to you, okay? Because that is the Knight of Pentacles, which is the way you've been following in the recent past. Slow and steady wins the race, one step at a time, methodical. Let's say if you're in a job and you know what the career trajectory looks like I'll become a senior manager, then I'll become a director, then I'll become like head of the function, then I'll, all of that. Like you've been following the straight and narrow, if I can put it like that, in the recent past. And now you find yourself kind of conflicted, whether this is working for you or not. You're contemplating, should I continue to stay the course, or do I need to do something different and step away from what seems to be sometimes even like an attachment almost to working this way with the Devil card? It can mean just a sense of attachment, or it can also represent something toxic. So maybe something is not working for you in the present energy when it comes to your career. Maybe you feel you work with some toxic people, or the workplace is not a fun one. You're not feeling like it's aligned with your higher purpose. And therefore, you're at a bit of a crossroads. What should you do? Because in the past, you've taken very logical decisions in your career. But, it's gotten too far, I will say that, and you are going to step up into your power in the near future with the Queen of Wands. But I want to get a little bit more on this, because I think this Five of Swords, you're getting all these tools. You're getting now you've got the Two of Pentacles, you've got the Two of Swords, and you've got the Two of Wands. What are we missing? We're missing the Two of Cups. Okay, so you basically are at a crossroads when it comes to your creativity, your passion, where you invest your coin, time, energy, because Pentacles for me is basically your resources, your time, money, energy, effort, who you decide to work with, what company, what people, what partnerships do you bring in if you're, a business owner. You've got the blindfold on something you need to address now when it comes to your career, but maybe it seems a little bit scary. You don't want to go there because it'll open up a lot of difficult questions. But you got to do the work, Sagittarius, because you've got something beautiful coming in the near future with the Queen of Wands. What you're missing is Two of Cups, because you've got all the other twos, because the tarot deck is made up of 4 suits: Cups, Wands, Pentacles, and Swords. So you've got Swords, you've got Wands, you've got Pentacles, you don't have Two of Cups, which is telling me, actually, you don't have any cup cards, do you? Yeah, you don't. So where is your heart in all of this, Sagittarius? Because cups signify emotion, signify how happy we feel when we're working in our state of flow, and we're working in a profession or a job or a business, creative expression. Maybe you don't even work for money. Maybe you just work for yourself. Like maybe you volunteer somewhere, whatever the case might be. Like, I think your heart is missing from the picture. And we can never truly live our ultimate highest potential if we've left our heart somewhere back there, right? So what's holding Sagittarius back and fully opening up their heart chakra and really getting into what is it that makes you happy? You're getting the Knight of Pentacles again and again and again. There's nothing wrong with the Knight of Pentacles. I like the Knight of Pentacles. It's a very reliable energy. It's very step by step, but it's a little bit like going too much by the book. I think the time has come to do something different, to charge your own path, to, basically walk the, see, there's the Seven of Swords. So there's this, you're self-sabotaging something as well. I think you know what's bothering you or what the heart of the matter is, but you're not finding the courage within you just as yet to really go into it and see what your heart truly wants to say. And you're getting some flying messages here. You've got the Emperor. Again, very structured, very, very objective energy coming through. The Emperor has no room for emotions. It's very methodical. I see you being in a leadership position, and maybe the role that you've been in, or the business that you've been running, or the role that you play for your family, loved ones, you're the protector, you're the caretaker. You know what I get, Sagittarius, for you? I think you've gotten too serious about work. Like, you need to have more fun, is the message they want me to give you. Because you've got the Magician. You do want to manifest that life for yourself where you're having a blast, even at work. You're in your energy, you're in your fields, you're connecting with like-minded people, you're creating work. There you go, the Empress. Now I see some heart energy starting to come in, because the Empress is the divine feminine, and she's the counterpart to the Emperor that we've already seen that fell out of the deck. Your heart is missing from the equation, Sagittarius. You need to correct that. If you truly want to manifest that abundance that feels like you're in the flow of your life, you're in the flow of your soul purpose, you need to let your heart in. Let's see your future energies. You've got the beautiful Queen of Wands. Show us more on the Queen of Wands. 8 of Wands. I see forward momentum. I see creativity, passion coming back into the picture in the near future. I also see some travel. Some of you could be relocating for work, could be finding like a business project somewhere abroad, going on a stint abroad, or communicating with people from different countries, taking your business global or working in a global role. What else? 4 of Wands, which is what we saw at the bottom of the deck when we first started the reading. A lot of you guys are thinking about settling down, putting your roots down somewhere. Maybe some of you are thinking of investing in a house. This is often the card of that. You're just simply thinking about home. What feels like home in the context of work for you, Sagittarius? If there is a homework question you can take away from this reading is, what feels like home when it comes to work for you? What feels like you are anchored in exactly the right position, like God, universe, spirit guides, whatever you consider sacred or a higher power, has put you on this planet in this lifetime to do this. And all of us know that instinctively. And I think I said this to Scorpio as well in the Scorpio career reading, that think about when you were super young, like maybe when you were 5 or 6 years old, 7, 8 years old. What did you tell the world that you wanted to be when you grew up? Because as we get older, life, socialization, society, financial pressures, family pressures, all of that starts to weigh in and we start to lose clarity over our soul purpose. I want you to go back to that time in your life and think about what is it that you wanted to do back then. Spirit is asking me to ask you this question: what feels like home when it comes to work? And I have a feeling, the high priestess is here, that you know it intuitively. Your gut knows it. You need to start tapping into your intuition. You need to start tapping into something which is not very easily accessible in the 3D world. So that's a clue for you. If you're looking for what path do I walk on next? How do I take my career to the next level? Why am I not feeling joy? Or because I don't see cups, I don't see emotion right now invested in your current career or the current path that you're walking on. And obviously, this is a general reading, it won't resonate with everyone. But if this message is resonating with you, then the advice for you is to start to think about where is home for you and what does your heart want you to examine when it comes to your career. What's holding Sagittarius back from investigating this deeply at a heart and an emotional level? What's holding you back? The Ace of Pentacles. I think you know, and again, this is a specific message for some of you. I think you know that if you started to listen to your heart, it would mean going back to the drawing board and starting right at the bottom of a brand new profession, a brand new career path. I would say, Sagittarius, the Ace of Pentacles is a very, very good opportunity. But it is, yes, the initial phases of something brand new. Maybe this is scaring you, that you'll have to climb up the ranks. Let's say you work in marketing right now, but you want to work in finance, and you're like, oh my God, that's a complete overhaul switch. That means I'll have to start right at the bottom. And maybe you're somebody who's 10, 15 years into your career. But you know what, Sagittarius, of course, it is your life. You have free will. You will know how best to act. But if your heart's not in it, it's not long-term sustainable. At least that's what I've seen in my own life. That's what I've seen in lives of people around me. When our heart is out of the picture, it cannot work long-term. Or it can work, but it can work at a very 3D level. And I feel you are showing up in this reading pretty strong, wanting guidance, that how do I go back to my spiritual purpose and put an end to something that doesn't work for me? Okay, let's get you some guidance from our beautiful super attractor deck, because you obviously, if you've made it to this point in the video, I think you are somebody who is very, very keen on attracting this abundance, this clarity into your life. Let's see what message the universe has for you. It says, I'm in awe of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. So this is a sign for you. Whatever you're seeking, whatever messages, whatever clues you are looking for when it comes to figuring out your next steps in your career, it's all around you. You just need to go within and start to listen to the universe, because it says, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. I just love it how oracle cards always sum up the messages from a tarot reading, because we've been talking about your heart not being in the picture and talking about fear of starting from scratch. But it's saying, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. How beautiful is that? Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's overwhelming. But imagine what waits you at the other side. What awaits you is a connection with your emotion at work. So imagine you've been doing really well so far, because I can see bossing up, leveling up sort of energy in your career. But imagine where you could be if now you injected emotion, heart, feeling into what you did, into truly connecting with the impact that you want to leave behind. What is the legacy you want to leave in this lifetime, Sagittarius? Wow, I'm getting some really intense, powerful sort of vibes through this reading. I think some beautiful changes are underway. Okay, this is a special message for you. I'll put it on the side for now, because I haven't asked the question yet. What do you want Sagittarius to see? So this is the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck. Take this as a sign from your future self. Okay, what does your future self want you to know? abundance. See, abundance is here for the taking for you, Sagittarius. It's all within your control. That's the kind of message that I'm getting right now. You can get everything that you seek. And inner peace was the other card that had fallen out. You need to connect to your core. You need to go back to when you were a kid and think about what gave you that joy, that gave you that happiness, that sense of I'm aligned to my purpose. And obviously as kids, we don't think about it in that context. We just know what we want and we just see it because we're not so filtered. We don't have so many inhibitions about what we can do or shouldn't do. So Sagittarius, I think about your homework question of what feels like home when it comes to work. Why is your heart not showing up when it comes to work? And what do you need to do to correct that? Yeah, so that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Let me know in the comment section if this video resonated, and please do like and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye.